Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Peter Barber, primarily a professional opera singer, music producer, bass vocalist, host of the podcast Vocals with Peter Barber, and of course a proud member of the Bass Gang, which we are going to be watching for the first time today. This is the second installment of our new Disney EP, May the Bass Be With You Volume 3, and this is Be Prepared, aka Scar's song from The Lion King. I am super excited to check this out. The only thing I am battling right now is a positive COVID test after one of the most fun weekends ever at the Lost Lands Music Festival. It's like the biggest dubstep music festival in the world. The best one for sure. Absolutely incredible, but came back with the big Rona, so I'm definitely feeling a little tired. Throat's a little sore, but otherwise very mild. But listen, you'd have to shoot me in the head to keep me from watching these projects right when they come out, right when they're ready. The final was finished earlier today. I will not hesitate. I'm going to dive in. As you can see, the COVID cannot keep me from my excitement for these projects. So hope you guys enjoy that. Please do like, subscribe, and let's dive in. I'm going to watch this straight through the first time, and then I will go back and give you guys a little behind the scenes info and sneak peek about how this amazing project came together. But for right now, enjoy me making weird noises and stupid faces, because I don't do it all that much on this channel. Here we go. Ooh, chills. Jesus Christ. What? Yo, Casper, let's go.
I know that your powers of retention are as wet as a waterfall's backside, but as thick as you are. Pay attention. My words are a matter of pride. It's clear from your vacant expression. The lights are not all upstairs, but we're talking kings and succession.
Yes, give me the dry eyes.
You can be caught unawares, so prepare for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for some sensational news. Shining new mirror, tiptoeing nearer. I know it's how sordid, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given.
Whoa.
And injustice deliciously squared. Be prepared.
Jesus Christ. Yes, Tommy.
It's great that we'll soon be connected. Well, a king who will be all time adored. Of course, quid pro quo, you're expected to take certain duties.
There's Marwan in the lamp.
The future is littered with prizes, even though I'm the main addressee. The point that I must emphasize is you won't get a sniff without me. Be prepared. meticulous planning, tenacity scanning, decades of denial and single king undisputed and respected and saluted and seen for wonder I am. Yes, my teeth and ambitions are bred. Be prepared. Be prepared.
Oh, God.
Expected.
Let it roll. Let it roll.
You won't get a sniff without me.
Hey, background Bobby. Oh my goodness gracious. I gotta be honest, I was like debating whether to watch it now because like my energy was pretty low because of the Rona. And I don't know if I've ever been more hyped watching a video than that. I honestly don't know if I've ever been more hyped watching a Bass Gang video than that. It's so good. Holy shit. I mean, we went in on the... There was so much weird, crazy, freaky acting shit that me, Casper, and Bobby did. Also, shout out to Casper for being in this video. Very cool. So much weird crawling around and fighting over the lamp and just like crawling on that wall when that dry ice is coming down. Just like we were so in it, and like being in the cave ignited the character of like being these weird monk slash embodiment of hyena. Like we're all worshiping Tommy, like we're not worthy, and we went in the cave. Also, if you look carefully in some of those shots, especially I think towards the end, you can literally see shadows of bats flying around because there were actually mother effing bats flying around us while we were filming this. I'm not kidding. And sometimes when we were doing a number of shots where like a lot of the bats were hanging out and they were flying like within a couple feet of like, especially when me, Bobby, and Casper were shooting a lot of those background parts, they're just bats like all around. Shimon, director for this, unbelievable, brilliant. I love like everything, just amazing. The guy had a vision. The man had a vision and he executed it. Wow, so cool, just so cool to watch and be a part of. And you know, there were a lot of comments after Arabian Nights about essentially that it wasn't as bassy as usual, which is already hilarious because the only other songs that have anywhere near as much bass as Arabian Nights is like when Jeff is popping off in voice play. That's it. No one else is doing the kind of bass. There's E flat ones. Marwan has a C sharp one. There's a bunch of low A's in the solo line. I had a bunch of low C's and low B's. It's super bassy. There's just a lot going on, and because bass takes up so much room in the head in the mix, is from an audio engineering standpoint, and our tracks with the Bass Gang are so heavily multi-track. There's just only so much room for the bass, so it's not quite as obvious when the bass is happening, when a lot of other voice parts are happening. But if you go back and just listen to the bass parts, it is a low bass line pretty much the entire song. That said, before going on that tangent, I hope this one was bassy enough for you. Just like E1s, like throughout half the song, all the way down to B0s, by the way. Yes, B0s. You can hear, I think, mine relatively clearly at one point, like sustained B zeros. Hello. And then Tommy's solo is crazy. So if Arabian Nights for some reason wasn't bassy enough for you guys, I hope this one was. This has enough bass for the entire third Bass Gang album. Absolutely bonkers. Guys, let's go back. Let's go back and break it down. See what I remember from the recording process and from the filming process that I can show you guys, and the rest will be captured in the documentary coming out in a few months. All right, so for this part, so we're singing E's. The E ones have not come in yet. We're also doing the I like these false full growl kinds of things that, of course, this is mixed by Johnny Stewart of the Wellerman, by the way. Shout out to Johnny for an amazing mix. You hear some echo effects on those grunts. And then Tommy's coming in to this huge cave. It is the Cave of Wonder shot that you saw in Aladdin in that brief clip, which Tommy did the vocal for, not Bobby. Everyone thought Bobby did the low growl vocals for some reason, even though Bobby never growls with us. That was Tommy. Also, you can hear his accent towards the end of that little bit. That is the cave that we're now filming in. So that's one way these videos are connected. The other one, of course, is that Marwan is in the little lamp that we're passing around and kind of fighting over, and you hear him struggling to get out at the end. But this first one, Tommy is walking in with a real torch, a huge torch. Actually, if I can remember, I'll throw up a picture right here of me holding that very same torch. We all took pictures with it. And Tommy's essentially walking in, with that lamp that Marwan's in, into this cave of wonders. Fuck me, dude. That is... And that text, too, that just the fiery text. God damn. Excuse my French. It's a little more vulgar today. What was I even going to say? Oh, yeah. Listen to all these, stacking, layering harmonies in. Tommy comes in with this, this crazy kind of, almost what is that style of singing? You hear it in a lot in, Viking shows. If you watch, Last Kingdom or Vikings, it's like that, hey, hi, hey, and there's, all these quick vocal jumps. It's I don't know why it's been attributed to, Viking-style singing, but it has. Pretty cool, as if we knew what kind of singing they did. Maybe we do know something about that. Do we know something about that? Anyway, Tommy does a little bit of that, and it's very cool, and adds a very cool, unsettling element to this, and kind of a raw, primal element to this whole thing. That fucking shot! That is so sick. That is so sick. We did a number of variations of this intro, and I think this was actually the first one we tried, and it's really cool that it has paid off, that it has been the one that Shimon chose to use. Essentially, we're looking down, we're doing these who's ha's, and as soon as the end, we lift up and look at it with the lamp. Incredible. I love that Tommy is thinking, he's not lip syncing there. He's thinking about his hyena minions. That's really a very cool touch. It's inner monologue.
I never thought hyenas sent you. They are crude and unspeakably plain. But maybe they have a glimmer of potential. You lied to my vision
This is the final location we shot at in the cave. We had been shooting for probably 5 or 6 hours at this point. Tons of bats in this location. Same location where Bobby and I do that shadow where we're you see the shadow of us fighting over the lamp. Same location. It was like midnight, I think, around when we were filming these shots. We got to the cave at like 4 or 5 to set up or something like that. End of a long day, but we were in like crackhead crazy mode and just like being weird and jumping all over the place and crawling. We had a time. Casper some of the time had to worry about behind the scenes content. When he wasn't doing that, he was joining in with the absolute weirdness that Bobby and I were just yes-anding the whole time. Just like, oh, you're going to do that weird thing? Okay, I'll do something even weirder. So much fun. And again, really cool to have Casper join us and fill the void that was left by Marwan in this video. But this is the last location. So just imagine that shot we've been filming for like 6 hours. God, it looks good. There's a low A there. We've gone all the way down to... Wait, I think I forgot about... Did we have a... I gotta flag this. I think there's a B0 in here that I forgot to flag. So after the E1s come in, the baseline stays around there for a while. I'm gonna go back. Guys, this is gonna be a long video, okay? I have a second wind now. COVID can eat me. Okay, E1s right now.
I never thought hyenas sent you.
Then A flat 1. C sharp 1 there.
And unspeakably plain.
Back to E1.
But maybe they have a glimmer.
F sharp 1, A flat 1.
You lie
B1.
to my
B flat 1. No, B flat. Is there a B flat 0? Oh, I was accidentally playing that an octave up. Sorry, it's more like here. So E1, then A flat, then C sharp 1. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Maybe Mason can turn it up, or I can bring it closer. And then it might end up at a B flat 0. I can't remember if it's here or later.
You lied to my
It might be there, but it's kind of buried. It's tough to make a B flat 0 sound good, but we all sang it. It's in there. This is 4K AF.
I know that your balls of retention are as wet as a warthog's backside, but as thick.
Also, like I said in the last video, this album is half a cappella, half with instruments. This is, of course, another one with some drums and some claps and things like that Johnny just did a brilliant job mixing in.
I know that your balls of retention are as wet as...
This was my favorite setup for a shot. It was us like clambering up this dirty, like literally if we grabbed the rocks, our hands would just be like covered in black soot and soil and stuff. But we were here for probably 45 minutes or so shooting through the whole song. We shot the end a bunch from here. And my personal favorite shot during filming, I don't know what my favorite shot is yet of the actual video, was when we were clambering up this wall up to Tommy with the dry ice coming down.
As a warthog's backside, but as thick as you are. Pay attention. My words are a matter of pride. It's clear from your vacant expression. The lights are not all upstairs.
Yes, and also Tommy's got the crazy eyes going full on for Scar, and it's absolutely perfect.
It's clear from your vacant expression. The lights are not all upstairs.
Look at us just being these weird like rock gremlins.
The lights are not all upstairs, but we're talking kings and successions. Even you can be caught unawares.
You can get caught unawares. Caught unawares. See, I told you, I've been practicing. Bass gang, if you're casting the next gritty false vocal shit, I got you, bro. Really cool that Tommy also, like, relatively recently started really working on this, and now he can use it totally fluently in a song like he does at the end of this solo, and can do it sustainably. He was doing it like all the time when we were in Burnout. It was really cool. So I don't have that kind of endurance yet, but I can kind of tap into it.
All upstairs, but we're talking kings and successions. Even you can be caught unawares. So
Bobby looking terrified.
even you can be caught unawares. So prepare for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for some sensational news. Shining new mirror, tiptoeing nearer. Where do we feature?
There's also, Tommy's solo is just comically low in this song, and I imagine that was very challenging for Johnny to mix. I remember the first mix we got back, it's just tough to hear what he was saying all the time, because it's low in that kind of like switching between low chest and chest fry and fry kind of area. It sounds much clearer now, and it sounds epic. There's only a few lines that are still a little tough to pick out the text. But that's part of the Bass Gang tracks, man. It's all heavily multi-track. There's a lot. It's like an army of voices from just the four of us.
Shining new mirror, tiptoeing nearer. Where do we feature? I know it's
How sick does this stabilizer look on this camera? Like, it's all just buttery smooth going from one thing to the. It really makes it look just the most professional. And this was a ridiculously expensive camera, and it is shot in 6K. That's why you guys can watch it in 4K. If you go down and hit that little gear button down here, boop, put it on 4K. Very cool. It just looks really, really professional and polished. And it's weird seeing yourself on screen look like that, even when you're not the feature. Like, Tommy's the feature right now, but even seeing me covered up in a hood in 4K is like, damn, this is really cool. I remember like shitting my pants the first time I got my Enemy video back, because it was filmed like this, like very totally different filming style, but same quality cameras, same like very like full film crew, all that stuff. It is a unique experience. It's very cool. I'm honored. It's like I have said a million times, it is such an honor and a joy to be a part of. If I could do more of this, more of shooting videos like this with the Bass Gang, I absolutely would, and I hope we get to in the future, thanks to your support.
Shining new mirror, tiptoeing nearer. Where do we feature? I know it's hard.
So he says, we say, where do we feature? And he's like, just listen to teacher. Just listen to teacher. But he's like way down here.
I know it's how sordid, but you will be rewarded when at last I am given.
Oh, I remember I tweaked that earlier because I was looking at that rock on the front right, and it was like messing with my depth perception.
Sordid, but you will be
right here.
Rewarded when at last I am given my due.
Because you got these two rocks up here like next to his head, and then it goes back, and we're like on a plane behind those rocks. It was just like, I was like, whoa.
But you will be rewarded when at last I am given my due.
Oh, let me go back actually one bit. Sorry. I'm not sorry. Are you kidding me? This is incredible. That same shot I was pointing out, like under that left rock all along that way back, and then there was like a little mini pond. There were bats going like to and from that area like the whole time. I haven't looked for them if they're there, but that's where a lot of the bats were hanging out.
I know it's how sordid, but you will be rewarded
On the left here.
when at last I am given my dues. And just Injustice deliciously squared.
Also, that was my line. And injustice deliciously. So I'm singing along with Tommy there. I did not mouth. It's these videos. We were kind of all of them were kind of like half and half, lip syncing, half just acting. So this one, you know, a lot of the background parts and text and stuff is not lip synced here. I mean, like we weren't singing along with it. Essentially, we're kind of just getting lost in the character, you know. But I do sing that line with Tommy there at the end of the chorus.
And injustice deliciously squared. Be prepared.
I think it's just all of us singing an E1 subharmonic. Just all of us. Just subaroonie. Mortem mundo of erex nobus. Bobby and I, part of our gooning the whole evening was we would just, in like 13 different spots around the cave, we would just huddle up and put our hands inside our robes and put our hoods down and just sing that. Mortem mundo ave rex novus. Just like, and we would always get like Clara or someone else to film. We're like, no, film us doing it here. We'd go back in like a weird crevice in the cave, do it again, go somewhere else, do it again. Absolutely unhinged. I don't know how much of that will be in the behind the scenes documentary, but I hope a lot of it. Look at us. Yes, and. Wait a second. Wait. There. Yeah, B flat 0 happening here at the end of this. So listen, this is so cool. The drone on the E1 goes, then there's stacking harmonies, and then we end up after a short bass sequence, I believe on a B flat 0 there. I didn't even know how low that was when I was recording it. No idea. Recorded it and then sent it in, and I was like, what did I just do? And I was like, oh shit, that was a B flat 0. Thank you very much. Intelligibly low, but that's what we do here at the Bass Gang. Any bats? Let me see. Yes, there's a bat there. Did you see that bat? Look, you see where my cursor is right here? Watch that area. I'm gonna go back. Watch that area. I'll keep my mouse near there. There's a bat that flies by. I'm a bat. Where's the trigger? Where's Rachel? Hey, not bad, right? Oh my god, it came back! It came back! Keep watching that area. This is so cool. I was really hoping there would be bats in the official music video. There are bats in the official music video. Another one. Look at that just unbelievable 4K shot of the lamp. Like, you could literally look at this one image and be like, this video is going to be sick. Like, this video is going to be really high quality just from this one image. I remember Shimon was telling us Bobby's going to pull the lamp out and they're all going to kind of be drawn to it and like we're going to want to interact with it but kind of be scared to interact with it, you know? While also kind of like fighting over it a little bit. Just look at me creeping my way over. That's a good shot.
It's great that we'll soon be connected. Where the king will be all time. Of course, quid pro quo, you're expected to take certain duties aboard.
That looks more convincing than it felt to film it. That was Bobby and I, like, pulling this lamp, and we had to find a weird way to hold it so the top wouldn't pop off of it while we were holding it. But we also needed to hold it far enough at the edges to where, like, it wouldn't just look like a weird, like, couple of hands. We had to, like, make sure you could see it was a lamp, which took a lot of careful placing of lighting and such. You can absolutely tell that's a lamp. So, victory. Yay, Shimon.
You're expected to take certain duties aboard. The future is littered with prizes.
I get launched off.
The future is littered with prizes.
Also, Tommy's already definitely taller than 6'6". I'm gonna measure that son of a bitch next time I'm with him. He's taller than 6'6". With the hood, my guy's like 7 feet tall. It is with the hood and the scar and the beard and the eyeshadow. He is menacing, absolutely menacing.
The future is littered with
Casper's like 6'3", at least 6'2", maybe 6'3". Very tall guy.
aboard. The future is littered with prizes. Even though I'm a main addressee, the point that I must emphasize is you won't get a sniff without me.
Oh my, dude, that is crazy. Look at this. Look at the gang. Oh my god, this is crazy. I told you, weird noises and weird faces. This little sequence here, and then the hand raising, unbelievable, so cool. That really actually felt cool while we did it. I'm glad it looks as cool as it felt. Look at me on the right here, coming in hot. Ooh.
That I must emphasize is you won't get a sniff without me.
Look at Tommy, dude. The other thing about the cave, which was kind of cool, is that it's all super uneven. So like right now, I was definitely up higher. I was probably even with Tommy, and up higher than Casper and Bobby. So it's like a perfectly even line, and then Tommy up above us. That is such a cool shot. Wow. I'll watch this sequence again. It's like a relatively long shot. It's like more than a few seconds.
The point that I must emphasize is you won't get a sniff
6 seconds.
without
Me. What is it? There's a suspension there.
Get a sniff without
Me, do, ti, do. Okay, nice.
Get a sniff without me. Be prepared for the musky scale.
I guess Bobby had ahs. I guess his background parts were all on ah. Judging by the lip sync.
For the musky scale. Meticulous planning, tenacity scary. Decades of denial and simply one. King undisputed and respected and saluted and seen for wonder I am. Yes, my teeth and ambitions are bred. Be prepared. Yes, my teeth and ambitions are bred. Be prepared.
bunch more E1s. Tommy did such a great job on this. Not only like the singing parts of the song, but this is really much more of a voice acting piece. You have to do so much character, like as much to the original as you can, because Scar, it really is a voice acting piece. And I like pointing this out because while Tommy is a great singer and there are moments of really good singing in this piece, it's much more about inflecting, like you're an evil enough person to where you're going to try and take over a kingdom by killing your brother. Evil. Scar is an evil mofo. And you've got to get that in the voice acting. And if you sing it all real pretty, it just doesn't do it. So I'm glad that Tommy really went for it, like getting off the voice when needed, you know, really disconnecting from like the resonant part of his chest voice when needed, going into those really guttural false fold sounds when needed. He just absolutely smashed the whole voice acting part. This final section here, a lot of this stuff where it's just him here, I think this is the first thing we shot. It was pretty much just Tommy filming for like an hour and a half or so, I want to say, before we jumped in, and it was mostly this. It was like Shimon figuring out, I'm guessing, like the kind of core of the solo Scar shots. This was one, and then of course when he's up on that ledge and we're down below, that was the other kind of core shot for Scar. Let's just take this, let's just run this back.
King undisputed and respected and saluted and seen for wonder I am.
See how much he bounces back and forth between clean singing and guttural singing and not even really singing? Just in that one section. Just listen to that. It's fantastic. They're just colors, textures. There would be radically different volumes if it were, you know, non-produced. Awesome.
You are king undisputed and respected and saluted and seen for wonder I am. Yes, my teeth and ambitions are bred. Be prepared. Yes, my teeth and ambitions are bred. Be prepared.
Killer. Absolutely killer. Was there another bat cameo? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, that one's just in the shot for like the whole time. Look at that. Look at that bat flying around. Up here. Look at that. So that's probably audio taken from us messing around in the cave singing that. It must be, actually. That's for sure, like Bobby and I. So this is actually exactly what we would do the whole time. You see Bobby and I right here? We'd go around the cave just doing this and singing what you hear being sung right now. And we did it a lot of times, and it never got old. It never got remotely old. Oh, Bobo. Also, as I record this, tomorrow, September 27th, is Bobo's birthday. I believe he turns 26. For sure, at least a quarter century. Either quarter century or 26. So, happy late birthday, Bobby, because this comes out on Monday. Love you, man. Thanks for being weird in the cave with me. Don't take that clip out of context. Someone's going to do it. Nice. I love it. Oh, so now you get to see. So we connected the first one to this one. Marwan's in the lamp. You got to hear him squirm around in there a little bit. And now, where is Bobby heading next? Well, maybe he's Maybe he's tired after all this walking through the desert and hanging out in the cave. Maybe he just wants to go get a drink at a nice local tavern, and maybe even befriend a strong man that shows up and everyone seems to like. So we'll see. Check it out this Friday or sooner on Patreon. What a dream. This, God, I didn't have energy before this, and I really do now. I really do. What a phenomenal music video. I really hope it pops off. Arabian Nights, incredible start. Be prepared. Absolutely taking it and running with it. And with a little more bass this time, so I hope this was enough bass for you guys. The next couple songs will not be as stereotypical bass gang as this one, perhaps. But you will get to hear me sing the shit out of some opera in Gaston. And after that, we're on to Friend Like Me. And I can't wait to see him. I haven't seen either of those. So what a dream. I'm mostly at a loss for words. I hope I was coherent during this first-time reaction analysis. I hope I shed some light on how amazing this project is and how much love I have for the boys and the whole team. I hope you guys are prepared for what comes next. And I will see you next Monday. May the bass be with you.